American Revolution, and then read the history that they gave up. They gave everything to smash the chains of slavery and preserve our nation, and they did it with incredible bravery. They helped win the Wild West, tame the skies, and save freedom in the Second World War. They're warriors. From the very beginning, Black Americans have been a vital part of the American story, helping to make this nation history. So true. Thank you. Thank you. Fought the blood on the battlefields of the American Revolution, and they bled on the battlefields of the American Revolution, and they really did, when you read the history, what they gave up. Bled on the battlefields of the American Revolution, and they really did, when you read the history, what they gave up. They gave everything to smash the chains of slavery and preserve our nation, and they did it with incredible bravery. They helped win the Wild West, tame the skies, and save freedom in the Second World War. They're warriors. From the very beginning, Black Americans have been a vital part of the American story, helping to make this the greatest nation in the history of the world. So true. Thank you. We thank you.
Will not receive even one Muslim, because this is what we promised. You didn't say illegal immigrants. You said we will not receive even one Muslim. It has nothing to do with the Muslim religion. It's not Islamophobia, as someone's trying to tell us. It's all about this moment and this fact that at 2015, Angela Merkel started this madness. And now this is a problem about Muslims mainly coming to Europe. I'm surprised they are not going to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, or any other rich Muslim countries. They would feel much better, isn't that? Moment and this fact that at 2015, Angela Merkel started this madness. And
you see, he said in 2015, when he started this madness, Barack Obama was in office then, okay?
Now, this is a problem about Muslims mainly coming to Europe. I'm surprised they are not going to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, or any other rich Muslim countries. They would feel much better, isn't that?
Just changed. Congress has approved new immigration regulations that will affect millions of green card holders across the United States. If you have a green card, if you're waiting for one, or if you know someone who does, what I'm about to tell you could mean the difference between keeping your status and losing everything you've worked for. These changes are significant, they're immediate, and you cannot afford to ignore them. Welcome to Dream Visa Updates, your most trusted source for accurate and timely information about U.S. immigration. I'm John, and today I'm breaking down the brand new immigration rules that Congress just approved, and specifically how they impact green card holders. This is not speculation, this is not rumor. These are confirmed changes that are already in effect or will be very soon. Stay with me until the end, because I'll give you a clear action plan for what you need to do right now to protect your immigration status. Here at Dream Visa Updates, we make sure you're never caught off guard by immigration changes.
Man, oh man. Man, I tell you. They're coming out. They're coming out with all of these gimmicks and tricks. All of these hotlines. Oh, call over here. I'm going to tell you how you can avoid the federal government. Like, okay. Damn. We've never had that in our community. We've never had a network of politicians and attorneys and advocates for minorities really championing and going in for, you know, what Black America has been going through. And it's very, very funny. It's very, very funny to see a lot of you people coming over here and finding out what America is really about. This is hilarious. You're really now getting to see what America is about, but you really not really getting to, you don't really know what America is about. You would never get to know what America is all about because we have so many people tricked, right? And they're fighting to defend you people, right? We didn't have any defense. We were defending ourselves. We had to come together as a collective group. You heard Donald Trump say that the blacks are warriors, Black Americans. One thing about Trump, Trump likes to be real. Trump don't like to feel like he's faking. Trump don't like to feel like he's faking. That's one thing about Trump. Trump is telling the truth. I have never heard an American president speak like Donald Trump speaks about the American black man and woman. I've never heard that. I've never in my lifetime, I've never read a president speaking about the black man like Donald Trump speaks about the black man here in America. And now, Elon Musk and Trump is delineating from Europe right now. They are in a heavy, big-time battle between the censorship of X. You can really voice your opinion on X without being censored. And this is truly, truly American. Okay? The EU wants to stop that. And Elon Musk is basically went berserk after the EU and banned significant high-level leaders from Europe from coming into the United States of America. They have banned four high-level elite Europe EU members from coming into the United States of America. Okay? White America is beginning to delineate. Black America is delineating. And a lot of people all around the world do not like that. You know, it seems like what's happening right now is really pushing Americans in a corner together. This is what it's feeling like. Now you have these Africans. Too funny. I'm going to play this clip for you, and I'm going to elaborate on it after. Okay? I want you to tell me what you think about it. These Africans are over here now. You have some Africans and some illegal aliens who like to go under the guise of being model citizens. Okay? Let's see how you feel about that now. Okay? Let's see how you feel about that.
Monk, who fled violence in South Sudan and She said local political actors began threatening her for not supporting Bennett Lamong, who fled violence in South Sudan and immigrated to the U.S. in 2009, worries about his future.
I just want to be given an opportunity to start my life fresh without always worrying about, hey, will I be safe next year?
The 28-year-old is one of thousands of immigrants facing possible deportation as the Trump administration
I just want to be given an opportunity to start my life fresh without always worrying about, hey, will I be safe next year?
The 28.
Yo, this is the thing. They're worrying about if they're going to be safe over there in South Sudan. They're worrying about if they're going to be safe over there. But they are over here screaming at us about our laws, screaming at us about our politics, screaming at us about how Black America takes care of their interior space, about how white America takes care of their interior space in America. This is blasphemy. And Joe, happy Kwanzaa, Joe. Happy Kwanzaa, dog. And Prague, that's Prague Kent. Prague Kent. Hope I said that right. I have cancer, man. Yo, God be with you. God be with you, and I'm praying for you. Okay? I have cancer, and I always wanted to say hi to a YouTuber. Can you say hi to me? No doubt, Brad. Yo, man. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. You know, God bless you. You know, and I will definitely keep you in my prayers. That's for sure. God bless you, definitely. And God bless everybody who enters this stream, no matter what. Let's ride. Let's go.
The 8-year-old is one of thousands of immigrants facing possible deportation as the Trump administration ends temporary protected status for a host of countries. Lamong, who was 11 when he came to the U.S., says his father, 2 brothers, and a number of family members were killed in the ongoing bloodshed engulfed in South Sudan. So your whole extended family basically has been killed in South Sudan because of the violence there.
Yes, ma'am.
That must be terrifying to think about being deported back there.
Being deported there is basically like a suicide mission. The whole community is devastated because this is the only thing we've been relying on to live in states. And now that's stripped away.
As of March 31st, 2025, there are approximately 1.3 million people with temporary protected status living in the U.S., according to the American Immigration Council. The Trump administration has said it is ending TPS for at least 11 countries. Officials have also insisted that the situations in those places no longer meet the TPS requirements. And in some cases, they've said conditions on the ground have improved enough for people to safely return.
TPS is a program that was always meant to be temporary. I know that the president wants to bring integrity to our programs and make sure that they're applied appropriately to the individuals and to the countries to which they're supposed to benefit.
But Ophelia L. Caldron, an immigration lawyer, says the Trump administration's efforts are part of a different goal than the one articulated by the administration.
I think it's part of their push to punish all immigrants, legal or otherwise, for being one by one terminate designation is a movement to piece by piece terminate TPS. Period.
There have been at least a half a dozen lawsuits seeking to push back on President Trump's efforts to end TPS, with varying results.
Anybody, actually, who has TPS should seek legal counsel so that they can figure out if there's something that can be done.
NBC News asked the Department of Homeland Security for comment on this story and about what recourse it offers people whose TPS is ending. But we didn't hear back. In October, the Supreme Court allowed the Trump administration to revoke temporary legal status for up to 600,000 Venezuelan immigrants. Maria Sidman, who ran a medical lab in Venezuela, is worried about being forced back there. She said local
y'all got to go. Y'all got to go back. They got to go back. We're done. We're done with that right now. You know, we gave them probationary status here in America. You know, we gave them a chance to live the American dream, as they like to put it, right? And they came over here and just completely violated all groups, right? They just completely came over here and attempted to push their values and traditions on us. Okay? Okay, this is just not good. It's not good at all. All right? We need to understand what is going on. All right now. These people are coming from a failed land that is very, very much in immense chaos. And, you know, I'm so glad to be here in America, so glad to have been born here in America. And it's like, it makes you to, it gets you to really realize that, wow, people, the way people grown up, the way people were taught, and educated and the culture system. They weren't taught to love and not dislike other people and things like that. That's pretty unfortunate. That people have to actually grow up like that. But these people, obviously, we are seeing them. It's like, wow, we're seeing the way they act and the way they do business and, the way their overall business rapport is with a first world country. It's pretty blasphemy. It's pretty, uh, it's very unfortunate that these people carry themselves like this and they do business like this. And they have a, a network of fraud, where they all grow up in this. When your children get caught going to going to the store and maybe they might get caught stealing and the store owner might call your house back. Back in the days they might call you and say, hey, your child was stealing, or when the parent come into the store, the store owner might tell them, hey, your child was stealing. Listen, the child will get corrected right there, right? Or they'll get corrected home most of the time, right? That's just the way it's just the way it was, black and white community here in America. But it seems to it seems to be taught in these other communities outside of America. It's like, you have to scam your way up to the top, right? And never stops. It's like, you just it's like a never-ending thing, just to keep scamming, but this is what's going on. Governor Tim Walz is, under immense pressure right now, under immense pressure, all right? Ilhan Omar, she literally brought in this particular program that has grabbed billions of dollars. And Ilhan's program in particular has grabbed $500 million, her particular program. Okay, so it's amazing, their particular culture. It's like, wow, they come to us and say that we are, what I'm saying, like I don't know a black person that would actually do this.
You work all fucking day, you don't got shit. Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day, free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah, go to work for me, you animals. Work for me. Yeah, you work for me. And the U.S. government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work. Pay them taxes. Take care of me and my people. All right? This is my land. I control this place. This is my reality. You all gonna be enchained. I'm gonna lock all you guys up if you don't pay your taxes. You better can pay your taxes. Or see the big gallery. Oria, hoy. Oria. Hey. Oria. Oria. Oria, hoy. Oria to kami atas ka. Oris ka da. Oris ka da. Ka amo mo kay layo ko. Oria me had. Iska ka di. Oria.
can hear the horns going off. You can hear the horns going off. You can hear whistles being blown. You know, this is egregious. This is egregious behavior. It's absolutely causing mass civil disruption. It's causing congestion in the streets regarding traffic. It is just a wild thing that we are literally witnessing, right? But it's like we're going to have to really now truly activate and not just sit back and watch what's going on. We are going to have to plot to make this happen the next coming election cycle, which would be next year, November, okay, in 2026. We are going to have to get all of these people out of here. Donald Trump is working on the federal level to make it happen, and we have to work on a local and state level to make it happen as far as pushing these people out of our political spaces. And Donald Trump is working on pushing a lot of these people and their ideologies out of America. Okay, this is what's going on. You know, the pace has picked up so immensely when it comes to immigration, and these people are terrified. Terrified. Do you hear me? Okay, they are terrified, as they should be. Okay, as they should be. All right, they came up in here illegally, and then it's like, oh, I'm living like a model citizen. It's like, okay, but excuse me, you came in here illegally. Now we have identified it. We are on it now. You people have been causing such a disruption that we have decided to put a magnifying glass on what has been going on in regards to immigration, and look what we are finding out. No, we have to, no, we can't allow that. Mm-mm. We can't allow that, and we will not allow that.
Here in Minnesota, massive fraud is taking place within the government and the Somali population. Here, this building alone, Quality Learning Center, is a daycare, yet they spelled learning wrong, and they said leering. This daycare alone in 2025 has received $1.9 million from the government. And the strange things about these child care centers is there's no one here right now. It's midday on a weekday. If you were to try to go inside, it's completely closed and the windows are all blacked out. No one's working. Midday. Children should be in here. And this place is licensed for 99 children. And this is the outside. There's no windows, no nothing. And like I said, they literally spelled the word wrong on their sign. This is open and blatant fraud taking place here inside of Minnesota. The government is complicit with this, and this is just one of the hundreds of child daycare centers here inside of Minneapolis being ran by the Somali population. It's sad that it's happening here in Minnesota, and it stinks that it's happening, and it's being labeled on the Somali population. However, that's just the facts of what's happening here inside of Minnesota. $1.9 million for this daycare center that can't even spell learning right.
There you have that. You have that. You know, this is what we're dealing with here. Okay, on a large level, on a massive scale.
Amendment, there's been a lot of Supreme Court cases. Civil Rights Act of 1964 was upheld. This approach in the heart of Atlanta Motel versus United States. Justice Joseph Bradley made a really interesting comment about it. He said, quote, individual invasion of individual rights is not the subject matter of the 14th Amendment. It has a deeper and broader scope. It nullifies and makes void all state legislation and state action of every kind which impairs the privileges and immunities of citizens of the United States or which injures them in life, liberty, or property without due process of law or which denies them equal protection of the laws. He goes on. The radical Republicans who advanced the 13th Amendment, which was free slavery, abolishing slavery, hoped to ensure broad civil and human rights for the newly freed people. But its scope was disputed before it even went into effect. The framers of the 14th Amendment wanted these principles enshrined in the Constitution to protect the new Civil Rights Act from being declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court and also to prevent a future Congress from altering it by a mere majority vote. Who was the focus? The newly freed people. Not everybody trying to get here by hook, crook, or cranny.
And thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation. This was, in fact, it was the same date, the exact same date, the end of the Civil War. It was meant for the babies of slaves, and it's so clean and so obvious. But this lets us go there and finally win that case because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship, and it wasn't meant for that reason. It was meant for the babies of slaves.
Period. Period. You heard him. You heard him. You know, we're tired of that. We're tired of you people. We're so glad. It's like we did not even have to come out as a nation and say, oh, these people are doing this, these people are doing that. It's like it just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like once we just started to say, yo, we have to delineate from all of these people that look melanated, or look black and they are melanated. No. They're not us. We have to say, no, they are not us. That is not our people. We do not share a value system with these people. And no. And what I am seeing a new wave of black people standing in line with Donald Trump. Okay. This is happening all over social media. It's happening in the streets, in the neighborhoods, locally, all across the United States of America. Oh my goodness. In Chicago right now, they are fired up. The Chicago blacks are in the mayor's face, grilling the mayor constantly, okay? Not playing any games, okay? And I am very, very excited about what is going on. Again, I'm very excited that the update for the denaturalization has been updated. Uh, Congress has updated the denaturalization, and it's a very, very, very surprising but good, very good thing to see. It's like wow. I mean, it's like night and day from just a few short years ago, right? I mean, Donald Trump has only been in office for a year now. And it's like, wow, look at what has been accomplished. And seriously, it's like, wow, when you really step back and look at what's going on. Okay. This is amazing what's happening right now. It's amazing. Okay.
The United States. If you have a green card, if you're waiting for one, or if you know someone who does, what I'm about to tell you could mean the difference between keeping your status and losing everything you've worked for. These changes are significant, they're immediate, and you cannot afford to ignore them. Welcome to Dream Visa Updates, your most trusted source for accurate and timely information about U.S. immigration. I'm John, and today I'm breaking down the brand new immigration rules that Congress just approved, and specifically how they impact green card holders. This is not so you understand exactly what's happening. Change number 1, stricter physical presence requirements. This is arguably the biggest change and will affect the most people. Under the new rules, green card holders must maintain a more substantial physical presence in the United States. Previously, the general understanding was that you could travel abroad for up to 6 months at a time without jeopardizing your green card. Trips under 6 months were generally safe. Extended absences beyond 1 year would trigger abandonment concerns unless you had a re-entry permit. The new rules tighten this significantly. Green card holders must now be physically present in the United States for at least 6 months out of every 12-month period. That means if you're spending more than 6 months per year outside the U.S., you're at risk of being found to have abandoned your permanent residence.
That's right.
But it gets
That's right. That's right. And it should be like that. And it should be like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. You got this warlord over here in Minnesota right now. You got this warlord in Minnesota, okay, supposed to be a president in Africa and also running for another political position and seat in another nation within Africa, but receiving medical, receiving Medicaid funds from Maine's government, from our government in Maine. How is this happening? Using the dual citizenship. No. I love the way Donald Trump is Donald Trump is tightening up. Let's go. We gotta ramp it up. We gotta ramp it up. We can't be playing around. They're not playing around. Do you see that? We're not gonna sit here and let these people play around, bro. They coming in attempting to destroy us. Do you hear me? And that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Okay? That ain't happening. These people are attempting to come in and destroy what we have built up. It's for some reason they cannot build it up in their nation. For some reason they cannot get along. For some reason, okay. Then want to come over here and want to tell us no. They're coming. That's on purpose. That's to come over here and to destabilize us. Okay, these are tactics. Okay, but yes, we got tactics for you. Get out. Okay, how about that? What? Oh, we got laws? No, we changing those laws. Okay, we changing those laws. Quick.
Building lists right now of who to arrest, which is why you need to act now. Most people think they're safe because they've been here for years, but there are specific red flags that put you at the top of their list. So in the next 10 minutes, I'll show you exactly what makes you a priority target and what to do about it so you don't get deported. To understand why ICE and how the new enforcement policies will affect you, you have to understand why this is so important for you to be alert about even things like traveling outside the United States. Just last month, I got a desperate call from Leanne. Her husband had been detained at the airport trying to return from visiting his sick mother in Mexico. He was a permanent resident for 15 years. He traveled out dozens of times before without any problems. But this time was different. Immigration officers at the airport have finally discovered something in his background that made him deportable. Something that had been there all along, waiting like a ticking time bomb. But here's what makes Leanne's story a nightmare. Her husband had no idea he was deportable. He thought because he had traveled successfully before that he was safe. He thought his green card protected him. He was wrong on both counts. If he didn't travel, he wouldn't have had any problem with immigration at all. Now he's sitting in a detention center facing deportation while we're doing everything possible to save him and keep him here in the United States. What should have been a routine trip to see family has turned into a fight.
So no, you cannot be coming and going into our country as you please any longer. We don't know if you're going over there having a jamboree with the T groups over there and then coming over here attempting to plot with other, I want to say, low-key organizations, okay? Let's just say it like that. We don't want you doing that. No, we can stop that, and we will stop that, okay? We are on a purge to make sure that we are protecting America and protecting America's future, okay? We also have a future here in America, okay, that we want to preserve and that we will preserve. It's no way we're going to capitulate to these new laws attempting to come in and grip us with the Cobra grip. It's no way it's happening. It's no way you're attempting to come in and bust in with Sharia law and all of this craziness and pushing your rhetoric in the streets and attempting to protest like you are black people being oppressed. Who in America is oppressing large amounts of Muslim groups? You have these Muslim groups standing up all around America like we are oppressing Muslims here in America, like we are oppressing Hispanics here in America. You know, like where are we doing that? When have the police been pulling over and really shaking down Hispanics? I haven't seen it. And I'm from where most of them are at. All right. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. When have Hispanics been shooken up and shaken down during stop and frisk? They were not getting shooken up and thrown against the wall and hands dug up into their up around their genitals and up in their junk. They weren't doing that. Had to pull your pants all the way down. They weren't doing all that. They didn't have to go through that. And I seen it. Nobody told me this. I didn't read about it. I seen it. They didn't have to go through that. Now they're creating organizations to help these people ease their pain and what they're going through and the wars that they got to go through, which is really a nothing war, which is like, how about you just go home? What is there to actually sit there and fight about? What are you fighting about? Going home? Are you serious? I mean, if you've been here for a long time in America, and I feel like it should have sped up your thought process on how to get things done, and your drive should have been accelerated. Why is it in your mind to say, you know what? I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna run circles around my compadres. Why? I don't understand that. Why is that not the case?
Fight for their entire future in America. And Leanne's husband isn't alone. ICE detention numbers have skyrocketed, and they're targeting people with specific characteristics. The truth is, ICE
really?
and immigration officers at
I think
ports
we
of
know a
entry
little something about
don't just
that.
randomly detain people. They have a systematic approach, a checklist of red flags.
I think blacks know a little something about that being targeted, but they're just trying to send y'all home. I don't understand this. Why you just don't want to go home? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Blacks get caught up. Blacks like, yo, officer, please, man, I just want to go home, officer. Blacks like, look, officer, please. I just want to go home. You know what I'm saying? What? They're picking you up. They're like, listen, they want to take you home. I'm really attempting to understand that. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, Red? Huh? What is wrong with that? They tripping out there in Dearborn, Michigan. Blade said, Blade Smith. They tripping out there in Dearborn right now. Look at Dearborn. We want that to be the poster nation in Dearborn for America. That's what we want. Is that what we want? No, but we fighting back. It's like it's like it just came out of nowhere. Devon, like wow, like this whole fraud scheme that's going on with the Somalis out in Michigan. It's like a gift. You don't know, man. We have not had this type of tangible evidence to present to the public for, I mean, ever. These people would not even believe when Doge has pulled out all of what was going on with USAID. Okay? People are like, oh, I mean, it's like, why are we not I don't see no huge revolt, like, from these leftists. Like, I didn't see it when it was going on with USAID. However, since this mass fraud that has been taking place with the Somalis, and the Somalis has been going nuts online and truly revealing who they are to the black community and the white community here in America, it's like, what? Oh no, all you people got to go. It's like one bad apple spoiled it for every last one of you. All of you got to go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, what? And y'all getting what? That's not, oh no, 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 no. Yeah. And you suppressing the whistleblowers, probably unaliving them, allegedly, who knows? Nah, bro. We not with that. You got all of these protections, people getting online. Hey, this is what you got to do. You have real attorneys getting online, immigration. Hey, this is what you got to do. You got judges fighting for you people. Damn judge about to get 5 years federal hard time because she wants to stand up and let an illegal alien gangbanger run out the back door after ICE is attempting to pick this guy up. Unfreaking believable. I've never seen it done, not one time ever, never in the history of the United States have a judge went rogue for Black America and what they have done. I have never seen it. I've never read about it. I've never seen it. I've never seen a clip about it, a short. I've never seen that. Wow. This is nice. This is really like nice to see. I'm sitting back like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting back like this. Man, we sitting back like this, man. Man, this is how the blacks feeling right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. We sitting back like this. Man, this is what's going on? We eating popcorn, eating candy. We like, man.
That makes someone a priority for removal. If you match their profile, you're not just at risk of being deported, but you're actually already being actively hunted. But here's what people really don't understand about how immigration enforcement will really work in 2026. Immigration enforcement has become a sophisticated operation that uses databases, algorithms, and coordinated efforts between multiple agencies. They're not just waiting for you to commit a new crime or a violation. They're actively looking for people who already have deportable offenses, even if those offenses are years or decades old, which is why you need to know the warning signs so you can avoid deportation. Warning sign number 1, you're a permanent resident with any criminal conviction, and you think you're safe because you've traveled outside the United States and re-entered without problems many times before. This is the most dangerous misconception that I see.
They are going to clank down on you. You're not going to be able to listen. Your TPS status is already up. A lot of you. Once the Supreme Court uproot you people regarding natural born citizenship, where our ancestors put into stone where it's going to stand, you people are not going to cling off of the 14th Amendment. Okay. Once that's clarified, bruh, all of the 180 million damn migrants, and legal and illegal, you all going to have a problem. Let me tell you why. See, there a lot. It's going to get to the point where they're not going to have to sweat like they're doing now. Once the Supreme Court deliver that hammer, but for right now, they're sweating, running around, attempting to corral you. However, they're not going to have to sweat as hard next year around May. They're not going to have to sweat as hard once the Supreme Court justices deliver that hammer. Okay? Because you're not going to be able to fly. You're not going to be able to drive. You're not going to be able to go up into social services, any form of social service. You're not going to be able to get any form of it. You brought all of your illegal grandmothers over here, your illegal grandfathers over here. They are in our emergency rooms. They are in our healthcare centers. And I'm talking about not working there. They are there as patients. And it is a lot of them. I am telling you, I'm not making this up. And I'm sure if you look in where it's going on around your medical facilities in your respective areas, you're going to see what it is that I'm saying. Okay? These people are not going to be able to get, they're going to be illegal. They're not going to be able to go to our social services. They're not going to be able to attain driver's license. And they're going to, I know this, they already thought of it. They're going to attempt to drive. They're going to drive anyway. And they're going to get caught because they don't understand how it works. You're going to get, listen, if Americans get caught like that, some of us be driving illegally sometime, no insurance or whatever, or suspended license, and take that chance. Yo, I'm just run to the store real quick. That'd be it, man. That'd be it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this chance. I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying, cross town and all of that, and I'm gonna come back. You know what I mean? Boom, that'd be it. You know how many times Americans go through that? You know what I'm saying? And you think you're going to come over here and outsmart a first world nation? This is a first world nation. You are literally coming from a third world nation. Now, I mean, that's not being derogatory. This is the type of world that you are literally coming from. On top of that, Somalia, Sudan, you don't even have a government. You don't even, when I say a government, you don't even have a city council. You don't have a legislature. You don't have legislators. You don't. You don't have a Secretary of Defense. You don't. You don't have a president, a dictator. You don't even. You don't even have like a dictator. You have like just dictators. This is sad. We attempted to come in there and help you. We attempted to bring you out and extract you. And it started in the 90s. It started in the 90s. We attempted to come out there and help you. We even allowed you to get into our system and run for office. You won. Congratulations, you won. And this is the thanks that we get. Then you sit in our face, throw mud at our president. In your bio, Ilhan Omar, you have a refugee of Somalia. You don't have nothing in regards to I am a U.S. consul, I am USA. You don't have any of that. This is what we're dealing with. This is just nasty work all the way to freak around. I have never seen anything like this. And we're supposed to sit back. I am not going to sit back. I'm not going to not say what the heck going on. Are you crazy? Do you see what Islam, and this is all freaking Islam. This is all freaking Islam. Who the heck else it is? Who else is it? Coming and attempting to disturb our peace, disturb our first world peace. What are you talking about? We're not going to allow that. We're not. Now you have Africa. You have Africa. They just banned America from coming into their nation. Who the freak? That's probably Umar. Umar shook up probably then right now. Dr. Umar. That's Dr. Umar. Yeah, they just Niger and Mali and a few others. They banned the U.S. from coming into their territory in Africa. Hey, it is what it is. No problem. No problem. You know what I'm saying? No problem.
And their lives are now being subsidized by taxpayers, meaning you are very literally paying for them to exist, for their housing, for their food, for their health care. As a result of illegal immigration, Joe Biden illegal immigration, millions coming from the third world, the opposite is now happening. America is becoming the third world with zero assimilation, where millions don't even speak English, don't have jobs, don't have prospects for jobs, and their lives are now being subsidized by taxpayers, meaning you are very literally paying for them to exist, for their housing, for their food, for their health care, their education. And as a result of all of this, we now have people living here who don't call themselves Americans. They're not incentivized to do that. One of them is even serving in Congress.
2016 is the election cycle, and you guys have the ability to make an impact on where our nation is headed, not only here in the United States, but even in our nation back home.
In our nation back home, which of course is Somalia. Ilhan Omar is now an American citizen. She arrived here as a Somalian refugee. She even identifies as a Somalian refugee in her Twitter bio because Ilhan is Somalia first, not America first. Somalia.
Now, like I said, Ilhan is Somalia first. Ilhan is Somalia first. Jay Blitz, what's up, Jay Blitz? That accent, man, that doesn't belong. She'd be like, yes, and the repercussions of the Republicans said that my son did not get picked up. I would like to know, where are their documents? I would like to know where are their documents? President Trump, where's President Trump wants to be obsessed with me? That, you know what I'm saying? This is how she be talking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how she be talking, Jay Blitz. Yo, Jack Phillips said absolutely. You know what I'm saying? On point. Yes, absolutely. You know, Tom's genetics, hope I said that right, said it's always the Turks and the Ottoman empires every world war. Listen, bro, and you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that? I was, it's so much to research and everything like that, and that's just something that I was just like staying away from until I could not stay away from it. It's like you have to research this stuff to understand what's going on. It's like if you don't research that, you won't understand what's going on with these people. It's like, oh no, I'm so glad. Oh, thank you. Oh, Lord, thank you so much, Father, for allowing me to be born here in America under Christianity, not Muslim. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, seriously. No, seriously. No, that we are not having that. I'm not speaking ill. No, we are not. Listen, I'm not speaking ill of you. All I'm saying is take that over there. Keep that over there. Keep that Islam. Keep that in the Islamic states. Why are they over here? Why are they attempting to come over here? Why are there now protests? Where did this come from? They're Americans. Where did all of this protest madness come from? I'm supposed to sit in, but no, bro. The thing is this. Me, personally, I have been screaming for years that the Democrats are attempting to replace the black vote. Now the blacks are seeing it. You was an Uncle Tom if you was talking about what Trump was saying and anything. Trump this, Trump. You was this. You didn't know. You was misguided. You didn't no. It's very clear and vivid now. Very, very, very clear and vivid now. Because these people were saying what they were going to do. These Islamists were saying what they were going to do. And now I not only see it, but I feel it. They are around. Pause. They are all around. Okay? We not with none of that. We tired of all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? They want us to capitulate. They want us to learn their languages. What? In America?
What is wrong with these people, bro? What is wrong with these people? We gotta learn their language. No. We gotta pick up the phone. 1, 2, 3, 8, 10. Yo, bro. Come on, man. I don't even want to hear that. I want to get to the next prompt. I don't want that prompt shouldn't even be there. You slowed me up. You slowed my American time up. And I'm from New York too. In the New York minute, man. In the New York minute, man, time is money, man. We ain't on the phone, man. You don't want to hear those prompts. Nowhere. We do not want to hear those prompts. Tired of that, man. 1, if you 2, if you're Japanese. 3, if you speak Arabian. We're like, what? Take all of that out of here, bro. You tripping, bro. Like, seriously. Wow. Wilding, bro. Y'all wilding now. Now America like, nah, y'all tripping. We normally a liberal nation. Now we like, nah, y'all tripping now. Now y'all really got to go now. No, seriously. You definitely wore out your welcome. Like, y'all seriously got to go. we like, that's it, man. That's it. We done with all of the antics. We done now. We like, nah, we liberal and all that. And notice the Democrats ain't stepping up saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Democrats ain't saying nothing. I don't even see the black Muslims out there charging, saying nothing about you. I don't see anything. Man, we got to get y'all out of here. We got to get y'all out of here. No.
Even one Muslim, because this is what we promised. You didn't say illegal immigrants. You said we will not receive even one Muslim. It has nothing to do with the Muslim religion. It's not Islamophobia, as someone's trying to tell us. It's all about this moment and this fact that at 2015, Angela Merkel started this madness. And now this is a problem about Muslims mainly coming to Europe. I'm surprised they are not going to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, or any other rich Muslim countries. They would feel much better, isn't that?
When I got my... That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the Polish president, man. He like, yo, I ain't with you coming to my country. Nah, none of you. No. Why you don't go? You like, why you don't just go to your country? Come on, man. Just go to your country, man. No. Why, go to the rich Muslim countries. He's like, no. Why? No. Nobody being rich. Nah, bro. Look at these people coming out advocating. They in panic mode. These Somalis in panic mode. Look. Let's get a guy coming out.
Cities area as well as throughout the state of Minnesota. President Trump has the full force of the federal government targeting the Somali community.
What? Who gives a damn? Aren't you a damn senator or something? You're a senator. This dude is a senator. My dude. Dude is a senator. Why are you going against your bro? They gave you the opportunity. Did I not just go through the whole Black Hawk damn doc yesterday live? Didn't I just do that yesterday? Did you see the children that America rescued? Did you see that? We were I mean, I thought, when I was talking yesterday, I thought that was you yesterday when I was seeing the little child on the ground. I thought that was you, dude. I thought that was you, dude. Come on, bro. What's up, fam? Bro. We're not having that. Y'all not coming around with that, bro. No. And we're not going to say nothing, bro. Get back smacked. Back smacked. We're not hearing that, having none of that over here, bro. None of that. So my President
what we've been seeing is that our neighbors have been detained.
Who is your dictator over there in Somalia? Who is your dictator? Who's your dictator in Somalia?
I want to speak to you about what we've been seeing here
want to speak to
in the Twin Cities area, as well as
man, we don't give a damn about that. We don't care about your area.
President Trump has the full
we don't care about none of that.
Government
we don't care about none of that. Hey, yo, fam, do you know that Minnesota changed their flag to the damn Somali flag? Did you know that? Did any of you know that? You can look it up. Minnesota changed their flag to the Somali flag. Did you know that? Did you know that? Yo, nah, we don't want to air. We don't care. We don't even care. Nah, Oh, you see? Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, Jimmy said he's seen dude begging for his passport back. Yeah, know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, we got yo, Bruno.
Targeting the Somali community. What we've been seeing is that our neighbors have been detained, at times even American citizens,
At
and
times,
families have
American
been torn apart.
citizens. Stop
But
lying. Stop lying. They're talking about at times American citizens are being detained. Man, so what if they are? Man, they know they ain't going no damn where. Sometimes they know they ain't going nowhere.
but I want to let y'all know that it does not have to be this way.
It is what
and that
it
you do
is.
have rights. Out of here, man. I just don't want to be here no more. I pray to God, just.
You talking about him? You talking about this dude?
That's all. Andale, I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here. This place.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Blitz. Yeah, Blitz. The school. Do y'all not know this? They changed the damn American. I mean the American elementary school flag in Minnesota also. Did y'all know that? Did you know that? Yo, bro. Yo, nah, bro. We not with it. We waging war. And they changed up in Dearborn, crazy in Michigan, and in Patterson, New Jersey. Now America up now. It's war now, baby. It's war now, baby. It's war now for real.
People who spent years calling America racist are now crying online because they're being sent back to the same country they swore was better than here. You see the meltdown videos everywhere, tears, anger, demands, but none of them mention the fraud investigations, the expired visas, the money that moved through criminal networks, or the abuse of programs paid for by the tax.
None of them are saying that. We are not hearing any of the criminal networks being mentioned in media. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? How is Governor Tim Walz even mentioning Donald Trump? How is this guy doing press conferences mentioning Donald Trump's name? How is he doing that? That does not make any sense at all. Bruh, what's up with the fraud? What's going on with the fraud scheme? That's what we want to know about. That's what we want to know about. We're not interested in what your opinion on Donald Trump. Donald Trump is doing an excellent job. He's the president. You are not the president. You attempted to be the president. We did not want you. And now you're still speaking about Donald Trump when we are asking you about the massive fraud and the largest fraud scheme in U.S. history. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. The largest fraud scheme to be funneled straight into the hands of T organizations, building up their armies in Africa, building up their militias and dirt armies in Arabia. Is this what we're talking about? Is this what America has really come to? And I see that it has, and the buck stops here. It stops here. It stops here. We're not gonna have this. We refuse to have any of this. Huh?
Taxpayers. The moment accountability shows up, they all act shocked.
I can go live wherever I want.
Well, then go live in Somalia. All we hear you talk about is Somalia, Somalia. You love Somalia. It's your home, your people. Fucking live there.
I think she's a good bitch. I think she's she originally from Somalia. So how are they doing this? How's their government? Do they have a president? Do they have a council?
If you want a good laugh today, check this out.
Somalis are not terrorizing this nation. We are helping it thrive. Somalis have always seen as a fabric.
You got black and white people. They're not kumbaya with one another. They're just speaking on code. Like they're speaking like, hold on, something is wrong in my neighborhood. And no, it's happening in both neighborhoods and we are not with it. We're standing up and we are not having it. How about that? Let's go.
Let's ride.
fabric,
We
they
ride.
see themselves
America
as
ride.
the fabric of this nation. So not only are we not going anywhere, we are not going to allow anybody to make us feel less Minnesotan or less American.
First and foremost, Little Miss Brusvin, I don't feel American. I am American, so no one can make me feel less than or less like something that I already am because I was born there. And the real problem stems from the fact that you believe that you are the fabric of this nation. By the way, that metaphor refers to people that share fundamental structures, values, beliefs, culture and all this stuff. Didn't you come from Somalia, where the country's major fabric is Islam, what holds that nation together? And in Islam, you either convert or die. That's their belief system, correct? Or you force them to believe what you believe. Didn't Minnesota change their flag for you? See, if you were the fabric of this nation as you're espousing, you wouldn't have come to change the area you're in. You would assimilate and join in and share your culture and share your beliefs without forcing it on anybody, because no means no. But you guys don't believe in that.
So I would say Minnesota, but your city has been taken. It's been taken. Somalians are taking over Minnesota as we speak. Now, the sheriff is also Somalian. If you don't believe me, there is a video stating that he said that he's not there to protect the people that live there. No, he's protecting his own kind. This is bad. And you guys are here supporting all of this as a Minnesota residents. Y'all lost it.
That members of Congress can't be impeached. When you have Nancy and Randy saying, we're on it, we're going to impeach her. When they're saying they're going to deport me, knowing full well that you cannot deport an American citizen.
Well, the fact of the matter is, she is an immigrant into this country and she ran for office and somehow she got elected. However, if you lie on your immigration papers, you can be deported. The government is well within their rights to send you back because you committed a crime. But that's not even the thing that astounds me most, how she got into this country. What astounds me the most is that people actually voted for this. I mean, why would you vote for somebody who's not working?
America is pissed. Yo, white and black America are pissed right now, bro. And the thing is, you know what they messed up? The Somalis, they should have just, they should have just shut up. If they would have just been quiet, you know what I'm saying, and not did any videos. If they would have not did any videos on social media, they would not be going through this like this seriously, because we had so much that was going on, as far as information, as far as news and trending news, was so much. But this is the elephant in the room here now. This opens up a can of worms for a global, a U.S., hold them up, pull out the papers. This calls for a investigation all over the United States of America. And this is what we've basically been praying for, to get our government back, to uproot all of the shenanigans that has been taking place here in America. And us Americans, we have been screaming for years about the shenanigans that has been going on within these cities, allowing these other ethnic groups from foreign lands to come into our spaces and run for our political office, take over political seats, and only focus on that, literally only focus on their people, and at the same time disrespect our people. We're supposed to stand for that. We're supposed to stand for that. We are a first world nation. We're not looking to be thrown into a third world type status. We're not looking to be fighting in the streets. I don't want to keep turning on the damn tube and got to see damn protests in the street every damn where. We're tired of that. What are you, crazy? And they're talking about, and they're doing it, in the name of a religion. Islamophobia. We're tired of that. We don't want to know, bro. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. Islamophobia. No. You got to go. You are holding up all of these residents. I'm driving by, I'm seeing these people come out of homes in the suburban areas. I'm like, I'm seeing them come out of homes in the rural areas. I'm like, yo, you are taking up all of the natural born American spaces and housing. You are taking up their jobs. Bro, no. Oh no, Americans don't want these jobs. Americans don't want these. No, they don't want those jobs for third world pay. Okay? America, that's what America don't want that. Okay? We're tired of this, man. Tired of this. Get rid of all of this, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For real, man. I'm tired of it, man. This is what I like right here. This is what I like. Talk about it.
The donkey party loves to possess that the Democrat Party, the donkey party, loves to position minorities in a place where they lord over us and keep us subservient to their system. The only system that's truly harming and endangering minorities in this country is the Democrat Party. But then people who don't support that political party, we're called garbage. We're called Nazis, white supremacists, anarchists, all of these different terms simply because we want to protect the baby in the womb. And this is my message for the church all across this nation. Who do you agree with? Do you agree with the culture or do you agree with the God of the Bible?
All right, y'all. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever.
There you go. There you go, man. They're speaking from everywhere right now. We're tired of this. It's a whole revolt from the Democratic Party. We're tired of it now. All right. Jig's up now. All right. It's up now. It's all up. It's all up in the air and it's stuck now. All right. We don't want to hear any of it. We don't want to hear any of the Islamophobia. That's Islamophobia. Man, get that out of my face. Next time you hear that, man, don't be nice and polite, man. Don't be nice and polite to these people and their jesters. Don't feel bad. You didn't do anything, like Ann Coulter said. Ann Coulter said, we didn't do nothing to these immigrants. Ann Coulter said, we only got something for these damn we only got something for the black people if we got something for anybody. Ann Coulter ain't with none of that. Leave the premises. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Seriously, man. We're tired of it. We don't want to hear any of that.
Are for blacks. See, this is essentially the problem. And the public
What have we done to the immigrants? We owe black people something. We have a legacy of slavery. Immigrants haven't even been in this country. That's why the Democrats are dropping the blacks and moving on to the Hispanics because they're a larger group of Hispanics now. But the reason people are concerned about the words they use, the reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how black Americans were treated in this country. It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. Those do not compare. Irish, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to how blacks are treated in this country. You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America. You do not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves. Are for black.
Completely. And as a result.
Hey, yo, she said the rest of you can go F yourself, bro. The rest of you can go F yourself, bro. That's it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it comes a point where, the truth has to come out because the truth has to come out now because, listen, We got to preserve America. These people are trying to take our laws and twist up the laws to benefit them and take over America. You don't get it. Their plan is to take over America. And not only have they been siphoned off of the black community in ways that just the unthinkable ways you can't even comprehend, but now they are attempting to take hold of the iron rock, the rock that says no movement here. Okay, they want to take a hold of that to take ownership of the country, so we cannot remove them. So they can turn temporary status into permanent status, which temporary status is supposed to be exactly what it is. Temporary status. Okay? Temporary status. TPS. TPS. TPS status. Now, temporary protected status. Now, what is TPS status? What is TPS status? Congress created TPS status in the, okay, so Congress created TPS status in the 1900s. It is a TPS immigration status provided to nationals of specifically designed countries that are confronting or ongoing armed conflict, okay, environmental disaster, or extraordinary and temporary conditions, okay? That's all it's there for. It's for ongoing armed conflict, environmental disaster, or extraordinary and temporary conditions. It provides a work permit and protection from deportation. Okay. Now Trump just took over about 300 student visas. All right. They are going nuts right now. Okay. Yes, pull them. Yank those student visas. No. No. No, you're not going to be eating off us. No. Making all of our prices go up, inflating everything. No. Bye. No. Temporary stat. No. Now, 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 who, now, who has, the authority to designate a country for TPS? The Secretary of Homeland has discretion to decide when a country merits a TPS designation. The Secretary must consult with other government agencies prior to deciding to designate a country or part of a country for TPS. Although these agencies are not specified in the statute, these consultations usually involve the Department of State, the National Security Council, and occasionally the Department of Justice. The Secretary decision as to whether or not to designate a country for TPS is in the first place is not subject to a judicial review according to immigration law. Now, how long are TPS designations? A TPS designation can be made for 6 to 12 to 18 months at a time. Now, at least 60 days prior to the expiration of TPS. The Secretary must decide whether to extend or terminate designation based on an assessment of whether the conditions in the foreign country have materially improved such that the reason for the initial grant of TPS no longer applies. Now, so they only, you know what I'm saying, they only get, you know what I'm saying, like probably 2 years you can get out of that. But, I mean, come on, bro. This is not what the doctor ordered, man. This is not what we asked for. Yeah. We did not ask for this here. We did not ask for that. It's temporary status. They're supposed to be gone. All right? They're supposed to have been there. It's too congested. We're letting in 1 million immigrants, like legally, per year. We're letting 1 million immigrants per year. We're letting them in legally. And normally we kick out. We normally see 15 cases a year to terminate TPS status, right? Or to terminate naturalized citizenship. And now Trump has put in a proposal, they're going to ramp it up to 200. Okay, they're going to ramp it up to 200. They want about 200 a month. Okay, they're going to ramp it. Their quota, but I'm sure it's going to be more than that. Okay, that is just ballpark figure. So think about this. Normally the courts or the immigration courts would see 15 cases a year. Okay, they normally would see 15 cases a year. Or is it, no, it's 15 case, no, excuse me. So it's 15 cases a month they would see. And Trump wants to ramp it up to 200. Okay, but that's not even, we have to get them out in various other ways. All right. All right. There's millions of people that we have to get out. Okay. All right. And those rates are very, very slow, but however, they still need to get done those type of ways. All right. Denaturalizing these people, like he just stripped 300 student visas, which was it's just so much action going on, and I am so enamored to see it. I really, really am. I know that you are. I know that you are excited to see this. I'm excited to see, that we're not just tripping out. You've seen these Africans getting online claiming that they're freeloaders and they're working, and that man who you've seen speaking like that African, right? He's telling the truth. This is what they are doing, right? When you have 90% of the Somali group who came in from Somalia and they're on public assistance, okay, they're telling you right there that, I mean, it's super evident. They are not attempting to get off of government assistance. They have been on that since the 90s, okay? And they haven't been using it in a very wise way, if you ask me. Okay, we have this huge, massive fraud that has cracked open it's going to crack open everything, because it's allowing the United States government to get into spaces in which they're supposed to be able to get into. Governor Walsh wants to investigate his own self. No, we okay. How about we send our group and investigate that? We okay. We'll do our own independent investigation. And Governor Walsh wants to. He's like, yeah, we got this. No, we got this. We found out what's going on. We had a couple of loopholes, he said, and we're going to get down to the bottom of it. That's it. Oh, that's it, Governor Walsh. Oh, okay. And that's how he feels about it. And all of these politicians, but no, this is a new day. And there's a new sheriff in town. Trump's up there. Trump's up there. There's a new sheriff in town. There's a new citizenry in charge now. Okay? Okay? You citizens that have been running around like maniacs are really coming out. Y'all really coming out of the power right now, all over everywhere. Okay? Coming out of power. Right? Look at the Diddyites. The Diddyites coming out of power. Look at these people. All of these people are in panic mode. All of these people. They were all getting Diddy, all of these dark horses in hip hop. You know, all of these people were products of USAID. All of these people were getting funded by the Democratic machine. All of these agencies and businesses. And I'm so, so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so, so glad that we are at this point in time here in America, bringing us beautiful gifts for Christmas. Beautiful gifts. America is changing for us right before our eyes. We have never seen this happen before. We have never seen this scope of change for Americans, for your average American. We are loving this. If you are American and you are understanding what's going on, you are in pure awe right now. You are seeing it happen everywhere. The Democratic machine is completely flatlining all across everywhere, all over, just all over the board. They are flatlining, done. Governor Walsh. I mean, these people thought they had the momentum. They thought it was, and they had it for some years, but they thought it was going to stay like that. They are, it's Governor Walsh. You have Ilhan Omar. We're coming for you too, Rashida Tlaib, Rashida Tlaib. We're coming for you. AOC, we're coming for you. Oh yeah. Jasmine Crockett, she's getting the business from the black community. They're airing out. They done ran her to the Hispanic community. My black community ran Jasmine to the Hispanic community. That's what's going on. We are waking up. That's what's going on. Democratic shields are crumbling. They are crumbling. They are crumbling. It feels so, so good. It feels so good. They don't got nowhere to go. They already So, balls try, Kurt. Yeah, man, thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I know. So, they are pissed right now. They are pissed. A lot of our people are waking up all across the board right now. In the nick of time. Shout out to my New York Knicks. In the nick of time. Waking up right now. Putting this all together. Understanding that Islam is not a friendly to America. We are understanding that now. We're getting a better understanding now. Put one in chat. Yeah, sound low. I'ma end the live right now. I'ma end the live. I'ma come back on. If I come back on, you already know. Stream back on then. I thank you all for stepping on out. Yo, them tears taste good. It was good, bro. Appreciate you. Them tears taste good. I appreciate you, dog. I'ma step on out. I salute you all. I love you all except for the ones that I don't. Peace.